Well, sitting here at my house sit, I want to talk about some mistakes you shouldn't make moving abroad. And look at the beautiful flowers I have here. Ta-da! And they'll show you around what's behind me, behind the camera. It's pretty funny. I got like a fan base here, just don't want to brag, but I'm going to show you. Oh, now one of the fans took off. So they're dwindling. Anyway, I'll show you one of them. Hello. There you go. Okay, so let's get this show on the road here. Let's go to the chicken coop. I need to close the hatch because there was a big storm the night before. And the whole freaking tarp flew off. So I aired it out because it was like all wet. The wood was wet and yeah, anyway, it needs to be neat. Has to be new straw put in, but I don't know where it is. It's not my house, so anyway, I aired it out. So I'm gonna close it up because it looks like there might be some rain coming. But anyway, so while we're doing that, we're talking about the mistakes people make or they don't think about when they want to move abroad. So the first thing, maybe it goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway, is do your research. By that I mean, besides, reading all up about everything you need to know about this country, but also go and visit the country. I know there's people here, I know, they did all the research online and they talk to people and in person, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't go to the country to check it out for themselves first, if they even like it. I don't know, I could never do that. Just go there without ever even been out of the country where you live, where you grew up in. Hey chickens, I'm gonna show you the chickens in a second. So do go and visit, do an exploratory trip in more than just one area. And yes, if you're there, you can move if you just don't buy something right away. Like some people do with their whatever, they used to have golden visa, and I guess you can sell it and buy something else or rent it out or whatever. But if I would be you, thinking about that, go on vacation there first and then do an exploratory trip in different parts of the country multiple times and then decide you want to move there. So that's the first one. Okay, so let's get in here. It's like Fort Knox here because the dogs like to eat chickens. Yes, chickens, stay here. See if there's more eggs in here. They didn't lay a lot of eggs this morning. Don't see any. Oh, there's one. It's hiding. Here's the chickens. I couldn't film in there because by accident I turned the camera off, but there's two of them. And there's the other one. There's another white one somewhere. But yeah. They're all weird now because they're close to hatch, but that's normal. Bye, ladies. Okay, have a good night. So, and the second mistake people make is not, it kind of ties in with the research, but more specific is, does it meet your needs? Like, do they have the proper healthcare system too? Like, not just, have you like the place, you could see yourself living there. It's also about the healthcare and the cost. Could you actually could you actually live there? Does it actually meet your budget? I think when you look at another country, what you do is you have the budget and then you see where this budget gets you and in those countries you're looking for. And that's probably the first one you should do actually. And then you go do the exploratory trip. Have the budget and see where it gets you, which country is suitable. And of course, or it could even be just in a different province, different state, different area in your country. It might be more affordable. Okay, so another mistake people make is not learning the language. So I'm one of them. I didn't start learning the language when I was still back in Canada, but I had so much other emotional problems and, had to get ready for the trip. And it was kind of last minute in a way, even though I did a lot of research, but just the timing was more last minute. That I definitely regret not doing at least a crash course. I mean, I knew some words, but, speaking is always different than... And yeah, if you're not in the country, then it's just a whole nother ball game. So anyway, so make sure you start at least just a basic language lesson online or an app, just so you can buy food in the store, ask for whatever when you go to the restaurant, ask for your menu, ask to get the check, ask for the, I don't know, water, and just simple things. Yes, a lot of places people speak English, but if you end up in a little town, in a little village, people don't speak English. So it's just good, and it's respectful to know at least some basic of the language. And of course, here in Portugal, Portuguese is not easy. I know some other languages. I know French, I know German, obviously I know English, I know a little bit Italian. So, but Portuguese is pretty hard. So, I mean, I give myself a little bit of a pat on, an excuse here, but I am needing to learn it. I need to make that my priority for the next few months, to really dig into it. And I guess, yes, I was signed up for language classes, but I'm just not one that sits in class and, I get intimidated, and I don't like getting put on the spot. And yeah, so I try to do it my own with an app that I can, speak to. There's some they do. They have teachers. You can, they give you lessons and stuff. So if it needs to be in the budget, I can't, afford a lot of, big language lesson program that costs a lot of money. So, but you learn the language. Something else I forgot to mention is, as I'm going on this walk, the budget. You need to have a budget. Whatever finances you have coming in, you need to budget for it. And which country you move to, that, allows you to live from that budget. Could be Portugal, could be France, could be Italy, could be some other Asian country, could be South America, Central America, whatever, Mexico, I don't know. But you need to, I think that's the first thing you should do probably, is, check out your finances, see how much you have, that's a baseline, and then go from there which country you should live in, or which part of your country you can live in cheaper, more comfortable. Hey, Louis. Very important. The finances. I hate talk about finances, but it's important. But if you make it easy, and you won't have as much stress all around it. So yeah, make a budget. It's just awful. I don't know. It's just whatever I do, I just need to let it grow again, because they can't cut my hair here for some reason. Well, I don't know. Anyway. So we're sitting out here because wherever I go, the dogs are going, and the kitty. I think the kitty thinks she is a dog. I think so. I think she's convinced, because that's where she grew up. The other cats kind of didn't want to play with her or hang out with her. The one does now. One of the males, the big male, kind of plays with her, which is funny. That's, that alpha male seems to be fine with playing with the little cats. See, as soon as somebody barks, she goes with them. Sorry about the barking, but that's just how it is around here. Maybe Can I film now or not? Shh, quiet. Maybe I can for 5 seconds. When you do the exploratory trip, one tip I can give you, instead of paying for expensive Airbnbs or vacation rentals, you can do workaway or house sitting. There's websites, I'm gonna link them down below. One is called Workaway, and the other one is called Trusted House Sitter, and then there's a third one. Yeah, I just can't remember all the names, but I used to be a member of them, but now I just do house sitting through Facebook because I'm more local, so it's easier. Even for ones that you have to travel to, maybe out of the country, they're on Facebook. And I mean, obviously you have to be careful. Yes, these other websites, you're more safer because they vet the people first. You have to fill out a bunch of stuff, and some of them even need a criminal record or something. But I mean, you can do that yourself. Make sure you get all the pictures and all the videos of the property you're going to first. See if they have references that other people have a house sat there before, so you know what they think about it. So ask them, or maybe you can just references and then talk to them directly. So that's probably the best way to figure out if somebody is worth doing it for or not. But I digress. So also make sure you check out those links if you're interested in cheap and easy, or just go on Facebook. I'm going to put some groups down there again where you can be part of it and get house sits all over Europe or the world, or just Portugal and Spain as another one. Sorry, there's a chainsaw going on, but I'm out in the country. It's fairly quiet. There's no cars going by, but there's other noises. And the other big mistake I think people make is they don't, it's hard for them to make friends, and that's more when you're already here. So the best way to do that is, again, go on Facebook, join the different Facebook groups that pertain to the area you try to move to, or there's some expat Portugal groups, which is, for everywhere. Some of them are more central, northern or southern. I'm sure if you look them up, you find some regions that are just specific, have expat groups. And yes, it isolates you a little bit, but at least you get information about the country you move to. I'm talking about Portugal, but there's other countries you can move to. Obviously, it all depends on you, like I said before. So go on Facebook. I'm not a big Facebook fan, period. The only good thing about Facebook is these groups. You can get to know other people and get a lot of information, like directly from the people. Maybe if you read a blog post, who's this person's not going to get back to you and quick. This way is more, you can get answers within hours. Most people are very caring, and they volunteer information. So yeah, that's the only good thing about Facebook. Join some of these groups. And then the other mistakes people make is they are scared of making friends with the locals. And I think, it depends. If you live out in the country, you kind of have no choice because your neighbor is going to be a local, right? There's still quite a lot of people, Portuguese people, living out, or even in the city. You have at least 1 to 2 neighbors, or even more. I have everybody around me is Portuguese except this one family that's not, but then they speak another language anyway. They might speak English, but anyway. So make friends with them. Somehow, maybe they have a dog. You have a dog, you can talk to them, or they have a cat. Or if you just say hi, hey, I'm your neighbor, blah 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 blah. You just introduce yourself. I know it's not easy. I'm shy, so I usually don't do that, but you should do that. That's my mistake, not yours. I usually just say at least hello, good morning, and you greet the people, at least give them some respect. But yeah, it's I mean, it's good to know neighbors that are locals, because, or just know local people, period. I mean, like I said, the easiest way is to have a neighbor, but they can help you with stuff, you know. Sometimes you need help with going to some office, and you don't know how to approach these people and how to explain to them your case, because even if you speak some Portuguese, a lot of chances are you can't explain yourself to these, you know, official people. So that's one a good thing about knowing a local is they can help you out. They know more than this expat person you might know. So, and it's just, yeah, and you can learn, and they can speak Portuguese, like start speaking with them. So that encouraged that. So definitely it's good to have friends, local friends, or just know people. You don't have to be friends with them. Acquaintances, just people that acknowledge you, that you exist, they know your name. Yeah. It makes it easier, because the sixth mistake is you need to know yourself. And like I talked about in the other video, it's not easy. Go and live abroad. I mean, if you have your spouse, your family members with you, it's definitely a bonus, I can tell you. Being single and moving is not that easy. Some people have no problem. Some people do just have to do it out of necessities, kind of like I did. But emotionally, it can be very draining, and you know, you could feel lonely, or you can feel stuck in life, because you don't have anybody you can share your daily life with, or your problems, or your struggles, or even your success. You have to ask yourself about your mental state, and if you really can do it mentally. And again, it helps if you are part of one of these Facebook groups, or any group, or maybe you find a website that has a membership you can be part of. It definitely helps, because it is mentally, emotionally not that easy to do. It's not all, you know, unicorns and butterflies. That's it, unfortunately. And you have to find out yourself if it's worth it or not. And the only way to do that is you have to live here for a while. And it's not a failure. You can always leave and go somewhere else. You can even go back. Who cares? It's still better than all the other people that haven't even tried to do that yet. So, anyway. Here you go. This is Royal Portugal. I can show you a little more around. Oh, there's a big anthill. Oh, there's a butterfly still. There's not too many butterflies in Canada, probably, at the moment. I don't know. But there's a butterfly right there. No, not more. Oh, there it's moving. They got these cactuses everywhere. They're kind of a nuisance because they take over. Yeah, kitty. There's the star of the show. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, there's oranges growing. See, you can see how green they are first. In the tree, maybe you can see it. Yeah, there's a green one. And then on the other side, to the left, is one that's ripening. And there might be mandarins that look smaller. This one is full of it, so, you know, there's never a shortage of oranges around here. It's amazing. It's definitely a great thing to have, is an orange tree. Most properties have them, but these guys don't have one. I think they had to, yeah, they didn't have much of a garden. They all had to plant it themselves. But they did a good job at it. Right? Yes, they did. Yes, yes, yes. Well, thinking about dinner, I think the easiest one to make is just making a pizza. Just throw a pizza in the oven. Easy. Tomorrow I'll go back sometimes in the afternoon, back to my apartment. Back to boring. It sometimes feels boring, yeah, by being by yourself. So yeah, if you haven't watched my video, go watch it. Being stuck, but hey, I'm still here. Trying to get myself unstuck. Oh, what I'm going to do is put a list down in the description of the things that was talked about. Like, I'm gonna put a PDF, so put a link for that, and you can go and get that for free. I might add a few more things to the list, just to kind of get you thinking on if you're thinking of moving abroad and don't know where to start. Start with that list. It might give you some tips and ideas, and maybe it's for you, maybe not. If you go to that list, maybe gives you more to think about, gives you a starting point. There you go. Okay, so look out for that list in the description. It's probably got I'm gonna make it the first link when you go in the description, so it's easier for you to find.